Welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. We come to you tonight from Lake Central High School as the Region Sports Network features Indiana High School boys basketball as the Merrillville Pirates come into town, into St. John, Indiana, as they take on the Lake Central Indians. Michael Brenner here on site inside of Lake Central, along with my dad. Dad, good to be with you on a Thursday. Normally it's a Friday or a Saturday night for boys hoops, but it's a Thursday night for boys hoops because we got girls sectionals going on, so bumping everything up just a little bit here in conference play. But Lake Central on a 3-game winning streak, trying to keep the momentum alive on the LC side.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's Thursday. Hopefully the ice is all melted. It's
Go ahead. I'm just going to move that mic just a little bit closer to your mouth.
So hopefully it's going to be a little bit nicer outside. It's nice here in the gym. Both teams are just trying to get a little cohesiveness to get ready for sectionals.
Well, one of the things that we talk about a lot of times, and whether you're a fan of it or you're not a fan of it, there is a blind draw when it comes to sectional play. Your regular season record, in essence, to an extent, really doesn't matter unless you're really contending for a conference title. Your record really isn't. It can be an indication of who you are to an extent, but you could be 0-10 in one of the toughest conferences in the whole state, and then you go on a nice run in sectional play, and you're like, wait a minute, this team didn't win a game all year. But because of the way that their strength of schedule and the toughness, and if you're playing basketball at the right time, that record isn't a true indication of who this team is. And I would say that is true absolutely about both these teams. If I got to talk to Coach Sexton a little bit, and he's even on paper as quoted as saying this, we probably were going to deal with some growing pains to start the year. Later in the year is going to start to turn around. That's exactly what's happening for the Lake Central Indians right now.
Yeah, you play some non-conference games earlier in the year. They're usually from out of town or could be from out of state. You don't really know them. You can't really scout them. You don't know what your team is until you get going late December around Christmas time, and here especially in January.
And then you lose, graduation is always a big big factor for every team out there. Lake Central losing quite a bit, so a lot of inexperienced players coming in to start the year. Now they're starting to get that cohesiveness, as Coach Sexton says. They're starting to kind of find the light a little bit, fighting through some of those battles that they weren't fighting through maybe early in the year. So going to be this is the time you want to start playing your best basketball, early to mid-February to roll into March when it comes to sectional play. The same could be said for the Merrillville Pirates. Yes, they're on a 10-game losing streak, but to me, their 3-14 record that they're coming in with today, it's not a true indication of where this team probably is, because historically this team may not have the winning record, but they always seem to make a little bit of a splash when it comes to sectional time, either a really tough game or winning a game that maybe a lot of people didn't expect. This team always kind of makes a surprise, and I think it's because they always seem to have a really beefed up schedule that allows them to play a little bit better later on in the year.
Yeah, and a couple losses here or there. Could be a one bad turnover, an offensive charge that you thought you should have got the bucket, where you not only lost 2 points, you lost the ball. There's a lot of close games that can go either way. You need to get the 50-50 balls. You need to be able to rebound.
A couple of the losses for the Merrillville Pirates include 2 losses to Portage, who are undefeated in the Duveland Athletic Conference. So one of the top teams in the area. You got Crown Point, you got Chesterton, South Bend, Washington include some of those losses in this 10-game losing streak. So you know that this is a pretty good team. It's just the record doesn't necessarily show it. And I believe Coach Patton would probably tell you the same thing, like, hey, we play pretty good, and we're going to find out today. I haven't had a chance to watch Merrillville yet this season, so I'm interested to see kind of what happens with this team. Coach Patton in his 6th year with the Merrillville Pirates, and he'll tell you the same thing as we saw with Lake Central. A lot of guys who maybe didn't get a lot of experience last year. They lost a lot to graduation. They averaged about 63 points a game a season ago. 44 of those are now lost to graduation. Again, every team deals with that, but when those guys that are that cohesive part of it and that experience, when you lose those pieces, it carries on to the later years.
Yeah, sometimes you have a sophomore or a junior who's playing varsity, and he's not used to being the guy that's going to take 10, 12, 14 shots a game. Now all of a sudden he's called upon. You need to be our leader scoring-wise. You need to take the shot when you have it. You need to make the pass when it's there.
All right, we're going to step aside for just a few moments. When we come back, we will take a look at the starting lineups. Get you that opening tip, and we'll get you the national anthem as well here from Lake Central on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Ennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Ennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit Ennigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Ennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Well, welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Let's teach you that starting lineup for the Merrillville Pirates. First out onto the floor, number 2, the 5'8 junior is Caden Thompson, followed by the 6'4 junior, number 5, Kelvion Brown, along with the 6'3 freshman leading the team in scoring, number 14, Charles Hardiman. And then we've got the 6'6 junior, number 23, Josiah Jones. And then we had a number switch according to our stuff. We have a 6'5 senior, number 35 will be Larry Williams. It says 33 on your screen there, but it'll be number 35 when the Merrillville Pirates take the court. And now we've got the hype video for the Lake Central Indians before they are introduced to the crowd. You mentioned, Dad, around Northwest Indiana, a lot of teams are, a lot of schools are kind of going to the hype video, and then also maybe the lights off and doing some, crazy stuff with effects with the lights and stuff like that. I know they had to take 15 minutes just to warm back up when you were playing, but
yeah, it would have been a long time. If the light went out, we would have been in trouble for a while. You'd have to have guys go back out and warm back up.
Put them back in the bullpens and all that kind of stuff. But the theatrics get a little bit higher now, and around the hoops, around for varsity programs around Northwest Indiana, like Central with the hype video.
Yeah, it's good for the student body. It's something that they can watch, they can get into. It starts them even before the game starts. They're already hyped up.
Well, we talk about, a lot of programs that are doing fun things to try to keep their younger players in their programs. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get the starting lineup for the Lake Central Indians. First out onto the floor, the 5'10 junior, number 0, Cooper Cronky. Followed by the 6' junior, number 15, Jacob Billmeyer. And then we've got the 6'3 senior, number 25, Zach Green, averaging 18 points per game in conference play so far this year. And the 6'5 senior, number 32, the birthday boy today, Jordan Ireland. And then number 33, the 6'5 junior, Noah Enyart. You impressed I had that little nugget about the birthday?
Yeah, there you go. But
Doug Nelson is always so impressed that I have these nuggets.
Yeah, Lake Central got a big backcourt there, so good size. We'll see if they use that to try to use that to their advantage, try to do some post up. I saw during pregame they do a lot of mid-range jumpers along with the three-pointers. Three-pointers seem to be the game in high school now. But Lake Central definitely during the pregame, and so did Merrillville, work more on the mid-range jumpers, hoping that they're going to dribble penetration, kick off to a good shot.
Our officials today tipping it up is David Uran. We've got Sam Michael along with Jordan Pinkins, your officials for today. We'll give you our game night forecast here in just a minute. As the ball is controlled by the Merrillville Pirates, Thompson had it poked away. Bill Meyer holds it back in the backcourt. He'll give it up to Green.
Yeah, good defense by Cronky there. Just stayed with him the whole time, kept his hands in front of him.
Green driving to the basket, and we'll have a whistle and a foul. And just like the last couple of games that I've had, we've got a foul before the first points of the game. I think this is a trend that I'm on now. I think this is 3 in a row where we've gotten the first foul of the game before any points were scored. The first foul is against Charles Hardiman, not a guy that you want picking up early fouls if you're Merrillville. And there's another foul as Green will get the bucket, and he'll go to the line for one more. I believe the foul is against Caden Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson just a little aggressive trying to on the block, got into the body after the shot.
So Green will go to the line for the three-point play, and he does. It's an early 3 points for him. On our Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game night forecast for this Thursday evening, clear skies, 34 degrees out there above the freezing mark, so all that ice that we experienced overnight should be gone. But that is your Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game night forecast brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. 2 turnovers and another and one opportunity for Zach Green here following a Merrillville turnover.
Yeah, Zach, when as soon as he got it off the deflected inbound pass to the post there inside for Merrillville, just took it all the way strong to the basket.
So Green can't make the front end here. Rebound comes down to Noah Enyer, puts it right back up. Rebound comes down on the floor to Williams. It's an early 5 points for Green and Lake Central. All 5 points for Lake Central. The ball almost loose there. Merrillville trying to not get a turnover here on a possession, trying to get away with some points here on this side.
Yeah, they haven't really even gotten a shot up yet. They had a dribbling turn steal and then a bad pass inside.
Jump shot put up, no good for Hardiman, who we mentioned has led the way. The last stats that we saw on Max Preps had him nearly 20 points a game. Zach Green kicks it out to the corner. Bill Meyer around to Cronky from the wing. And Noah Enyart comes down with the rebound. Bill Meyer will control things here. Pulls it back out near midcourt, gives it up. Cronky, now Bill Meyer kicks it out into the corner. Green starts, now stops, doesn't find the lane he's looking for. I thought Bill Meyer might go for that shot, but it was a nice kick out. I don't think as he was collapsing to the lane, it was going to be open for him.
Yeah, Merrillville playing really good defense on the help side, so cutting off the guys that are dribbling and trying to cut back door.
Lake Central will find a way to be patient here as Ireland goes off that, what looked like it was going to be a screen. Enyart puts one up. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Brown.
Nice drop off there, but I thought Ireland might have had a little 6-foot shot that might have been a little bit easier.
So Brown with that left hand dribbling behind his back, almost had it poked away, sneaks it down to that left block, had it poked away, and now Bill Meyer comes up with it. Green will control here, kicks it out to Enyart. Thought about pulling it for that three. He drives, puts up the right-handed hook. He is fouled on his way up. Basket no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's going strong to the basket, making the contact, not necessarily hoping for the shot, just drawing the foul.
Now we're going to have a 30-second timeout taken by the Merrillville Pirates, I believe. That's already 4 team fouls for Merrillville here in this quarter. And for those of you maybe who haven't paid attention to Indiana high school basketball recently, once you hit 5 fouls in a quarter, it's automatic 2 shots for the other team. So no more and 1 opportunities once you hit a certain number of fouls. So they're already at 4. They're going to put Lake Central in the bonus at the next foul. Still 5:19 to play.
Yeah, it's Lake Central's driving hard to the basket. Merrillville just a half a step off right now, trying to recover when the man gets by him.
Don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/RegionSportsNation, and Instagram for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers, presented by NECA IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County, the region's most trusted electricians. Talk about the Duneland Athletic Conference. A lot of good matchups tonight. You got Chesterton taking on Michigan City. Chesterton, a couple of tough luck games here recently against Crown Point and Lake Central. So close in those games. So Enyart will go to the line here to shoot those 2 free throws. Bend to the knees. First one is up and coming up short. He did really well the other night against Chesterton. Get his exact numbers here from the free throw line.
Yeah, Caden Wilbine checking in here early in the game, trying to make a little bit of change.
Enyart was 6 of 8 in that game against Chesterton. Makes the second one, so 1 point for Enyart here. And he has the next highest average in Duneland Athletic Conference play. So he's averaging 12 points a game. Only 4 games in. This is the 5th game of the conference play. This one staying with the play, putting it up in the first points of the game for McAllister of Merrillville. So off the bench, no starters have points yet. It's the bench points that are leading the way for the Pirates.
Yeah, he stayed with the ball after a missed shot, stayed with it, got it back, put it up. Good offensive rebound.
Cronky here in the wing, waiting for someone to cut. It's Ireland. Ireland off the go, had it poked out of his hand, but it's going to be another foul. This will put Lake Central in the bonus. And the foul is going to be against Kelvion Brown, his first.
Yeah, he got caught just a little step behind. Lake Central going hard to the basket, drawing the fouls.
Coach Patton not liking the calls. Also doesn't like that it's 5-0 right now. That is something that coaches will say sometimes. Like, look, it's 5-0 right now.
Yeah, it's hard to complain with it when team's driving to the basket and the other team is moving the ball around the perimeter. It's hard to draw a foul passing to the perimeter looking for a good shot.
So Ireland to the line, knocks down that first one. He had a really good night the other night against the Chesterton Trojans.
Yeah, strong composure. You got to like your seniors, the leadership.
He was 4 of 5 from the field. He had 10 points in the game. Knocked down a couple of free throws, just like he's done here. So he gets at least 2 free throws for his birthday. He's hoping for a Lake Central win to extend the winning streak to 4. Ball in the hand of McAllister here at the top of the key. Matchup against Bill Meyer. Now he starts to drive with that left hand, kicks it out to the corner. 3-ball offline for Josiah Jones. Bill Meyer into the corner.
Yeah, long outlet pass, nothing there. Bring the ball back out, run your offense. That's what high school kids are taught to do. That's what you should be doing.
So 8-2 the lead here as Enyart drives and then kicks it out. Cronky with it here. Gets around Ireland. Ireland was rolling to the basket. He was free, but he was going to meet the defense here as Green knocks down his first free throw his first field goal shot where he wasn't fouled.
Yeah, just got right inside the free throw line. Nice mid-range jump shot. You gotta like that.
Driving on the baseline, kicks it off to McAllister, who puts one up. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. So Lake Central commits their first foul of the game, and it's going to be against Cooper Cronky.
Yeah, nice drive along the baseline. Found the guy on the other side. He takes it strong to the basket, draws the foul.
I mentioned Chesterton and Michigan City matching up tonight. Crown Point and Portage also matching up tonight. The 2 teams at the head of the Duneland Athletic Conference. You can see that game right here on the Region Sports Network as well. You can have that on in a little corner somewhere while you're watching this one and listening to us, of course. McAllister missing on that first free throw, but he has the only 2 points so far, trying to make it the first 3 for the Merrillville Pirates. Yeah. Valpo and LaPorte also playing tonight as well over in LaPorte.
You got the officials discussing it. You have someone underneath the basket to the one side taking photographs with the flash camera on. Could be disrupting Merrillville players a little bit.
I have noticed that in the gym overall throughout the course of the JV game and then maybe at the start of this one as well. There has been a lot of flash photography recently. Jump shot, mid-range, no good for Brown. Kroenke comes up with the rebound. He'll bring it down the floor.
Yeah, Brown got to a real nice spot, got his shot up, just didn't hit.
Bill Meyer going on the overplay, gets his bucket.
Yeah, Bill Meyer, just even with a little head and shoulder fake there, got the defender to come solid for defense and just then dribbled right by him.
Trying to drive here, putting up the float shot for Hardiman, no good. But we have a whistle, and we'll have another foul here. Already 7 fouls with 2:55 to go in this one. And that's going to be the second one against Cooper Kroenke. So he's going to check out. Noah Salvador is going to come out onto the floor. I know tonight they have a teacher recognition night tonight. I know Noah's favorite teacher happens to be Mrs. Ackman. Mrs. Ackman is the public address announcer here at Lake Central tonight. At least in other material that I've seen in the past, he put her. He might have changed his mind. I don't know. She's one of the favorites here at Lake Central. I can tell you that. As this one dropped down for Wilbon. So 12-4 your score. 2:35 left to go in the opening quarter. Merrillville trying to get a stop here if they can. Salvador to Ireland here. Matched up against Wilbon. Wilbon was all over Ireland, smothering him there. We've got another foul here. This time it's going to be against Lake Central. This might be against Ireland on the screen.
Yeah.
Yep, that's going to be Jordan Ireland for the foul. That'll be his first, team's third. So still 2:22 to go. We've got 8 fouls total in this one.
Yeah, it's aggressive. Kids are trying to see what they can get away with, what they can't get away with. And the officials right on most calls here tonight. It's not been egregious or...
Well, it's a very thankless job. It's a tough job as well. It's Murphy. Gives it up here. Hardiman dribbles with that right hand up against Green. Wilbon. Off the screen. Here's the jumper. It's just short for Hardiman there. Nope, I'm sorry. That was Murphy. I beg your pardon. Murphy just coming up short on that one. The good look, though. Good jumper. Wasn't fading away or anything. Just left it a little bit short. Green, top of key. Salvador, don't leave him open for 3 because he can do that.
Yeah, that's what opens up the defense, so Lake Central will continue to drive, but if they pound the lane in there, they get the shot up.
This one floats all the way around the rim and just off. Going back up strong with it is Murphy. And Murphy will go to the line to shoot 2 at the charity stripe.
Yeah, Hardiman got it all the way to the rim. It just rolled off the rim. There's another one. It's 15-4. That could easily have been a bucket. Merrillville right now just a little bit off, a half a step slow. They'll find their pace, though. They'll be all right.
Well, there's a different set of runs that are going on here. You had Merrillville that was on a 5-0 run with their fouls. Now, all of a sudden, Lake Central on a 4-0 run with fouls. And the free throw, no good on the attempt for Murphy. Don't forget, we're going to name awards at the end of this night tonight, or the end of this game. We will have the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowell Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. Murphy knocking that one down. So 1 for 2 from the charity stripe today. Give to Salvador. Now to Green, who had a lane but chose to wait. As Spencer Gale has it in his hands now. It's checked in after Ireland picked up that second foul. Both Kroenke and Ireland, the starters, out. This one poked away, kept by McAllister. McAllister dishes it off to the right side. Up and in. Bucket good. Trying to see that number. It was number 24. That's Murphy. So Murphy all of a sudden getting a hot hand here for the Pirates.
Yeah, being really aggressive, filling in the lane.
Green with the shot fake, now driving. Gives it up, Salvador. Gale in the wing. Salvador, long range 3. Can't hit that one. This one kicked around, right underneath and in for the score. Really nice play.
Yeah, Jones really filling the lane on the left side. The easy pass, easy basket.
So Gale with it here just across the timeline here. Down to 10 seconds here in the opening quarter. Lead is shrinking for Lake Central. 15-9. Final bucket, Connor up, had it swatted away by Josiah Jones. And say, you're not scoring in these final seconds. We're going to go to the second quarter. Lake Central up. You're watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock as we start the second quarter here from Lake Central. It's not all the starters from the beginning of the game in for this one, as some guys have gotten themselves into some foul trouble in that first quarter. We'll see. Well, we had, 9 fouls total in that opening quarter, so we'll see what happens in the second quarter.
Yeah, guys are just trying to feel their way through.
Gale stops on a dime right there. Gives up to Brady Connor, the senior. Connor thought he had the opportunity for that last shot of the quarter, and it was swatted away by Jones. Enyart willing to put his body on the line, go for that layup, and we've got contact down low as Thompson hits the deck, but he seems to be good.
Yeah, Spencer Gale just a step behind, fouls him on the rebound.
So Bill Meyer back in the game for Lake Central. Spencer Gale will check out. So Merrillville ball here. McAllister brings it up the floor across the timeline. Trying to get around that screen, and you're not really fazed by that screen. And we've got an offensive call here against Merrillville, and McAllister says, yep, that's my bad.
Yeah, he
so
saw
we're a whole 32 seconds in before our first foul.
2 fouls.
That's right.
One on each already. Yeah, but that's a good play. As a coach, you like that. He's going strong to the basket. You know, there's not a lot of high school kids that are willing to take that charge. It hurts.
So Bill Meyer gives it up. Enyart fighting his way through. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, nice dribble penetration, just no basket.
Brown trying to drive, wants to look to kick it out. A lot of contact down there. Swings it out, Cunningham. Cunningham for the 3 ball. Got it right on the money.
Yeah, Merrillville on a little run here. Lake Central can't seem to buy a basket.
When we talked with Coach Sexton before the game, as we've got an offensive foul against Lake Central here. You know, fighting through some of those adversities, and maybe at the first half of the season wasn't happening too often. Now starting to fight through those things. So how do you fight through it this time? As the foul going to be against Enyart.
Yeah, the guys setting the pick, sometimes they're not quite set, or they kick their leg out, or he got him with the kicking his leg out a little.
That Reggie Miller that did that all the time?
Yeah, he did it on the shot. This is on the picks.
Cunningham again for 3. It's on line, but just short off the front iron.
Yeah, straight on. We got a perfect look at that one. He was right on line. Just
Bill
came
Meyer
up a hair short.
Coach will be happy with that shot overall. He was wide open.
Yeah, Einhart really wants the ball down in the post. Merrillville finally switched. He had a mismatch. Lake Central just couldn't find him down there.
Another foul here called as This will be against the Merrillville Pirates. This one's against Durant Hicks. Kicks into the corner. Salvador for his third 3-point opportunity, and he hits the second. Salvador, one of the premier 3-point shooters in the area. And the foul here, I believe, will be against Lake Central. Based on the reaction, it'll be a blocking foul here.
It's going to be the and one opportunity.
Yeah, so I was writing something down. So Thompson goes to the line as the foul is called on Connor. So Thompson, bend at the knees. Free throws, no good, but he got that first basket. Rebound comes down to Lake Central. So it's a 4-point game, just under 6 minutes to play here in the opening half from Lake Central. Tell you what, I don't care if you're 0-4, 1-3, 2-2, or 4-0. There is no easy night in the Duneland Athletic Conference, home or away.
No, these kids, they play hard every game. It's a turnover, a missed layup could cost a game or could win a game.
Well, and you know these kids play each other in the summers and these summer leagues and stuff like that, so they know each other a little bit. Bill Meyer in the corner swings it back out to Green. 5:20 to go here in the half.
Yeah, Lake Central not taking a bad shot, working out the perimeter, looking to get it into the post.
Green matched up against Brown here. Didn't like it. Thought maybe he might go for it over Brown, but didn't like the opportunity. Bill Meyer drives, takes it himself off the window, just a little too strong, but Enyart is there to put it back home. Really nice play, staying with it for Noah Enyart, first field goal of the game. So now Merrillville trying to come back, get something going here on their end. Thompson dribbling with that left hand, with the jumper right at the free throw line, just off the mark to the left side.
Yeah, Enyart had the good offensive rebound. Oh, nice move there.
Green trying to take the contact. Enyart again with the rebound to put it back up. Can't get the bucket to fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Enyart really crashing the boards on the weak side to get these offensive rebounds.
So Durant Hicks picks up his second foul for the Pirates. Both teams at 3 fouls here in the quarter. So we got 15 fouls total in this half already. With still 4:39 to go as Enyart knocks down that first foul.
Yeah, even the old days where it was 7 fouls and 1-1 and then automatic 2 after 10. This is early in the half that the guys would have been shooting some free throws, though.
Well, I don't know if was nearly as many fouls back in your day, right? I mean, you could have literally punched someone in the face and there was no foul call.
There was you could hold your man by the hip. There was hand checking. It's just you just couldn't waltz to the basket. Let's put it that way.
Enyart rolls that one in. A little bit of slow motion action going on there. Charles Hardiman here. And we'll have a timeout. It'll be taken by Coach Patton. So that's already 2 timeouts already for Merrillville here in this half. So it'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Hey, welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with Ron Bradner. Happy to have you with us on a Thursday night. Duneland Athletic Conference matchup, Lake Central and Merrillville. Lake Central leading on the scoreboard right now, 22-14. Got Zach Miller working the production here tonight. Making sure we sound good, Dad, which is not easy to do for the two of us.
Yeah, we need some help.
This one poked away by Gale. Gale goes up and scores.
Yeah, stepped right in the passing lane, and then Merrillville turns it right back over, and Kroenke with an easy basket.
Well, you look down for a second, you look back up, and all of a sudden there's 2 more points on the board. That's just how it works, apparently. Can't be falling asleep at the wheel here. Gives it up in the corner. Cunningham already has 1 3. Give him 2 here on the evening.
Yeah, good offensive rebound. Kick it out to the corner. Cunningham, 2 out of 3 here from three-point land.
Mentioned Zach Miller. Clint Klaus bringing you the picture for the game today. Working the camera. Doing a phenomenal job as always. Salvador with the basketball here to Enyart. Bill Meyer. Lake Central willing to wait for their right opportunity here. This one poked away, though. Who can save it? It's taken by Merrillville. Gives it back up and puts it down with a 2-handed jam. Is Jones. And we have a delay of game penalty, I believe. I don't know if he kicked it away. Well, we'll see if that becomes a factor in the game. That became a factor in the game we did earlier this year, the delay of game. So I feel like when I was on that call, Crown Point and Chesterton, I feel as though I didn't have the greatest of explanations. The delay of game is not any tangible punishment. It's just kind of a warning. But if it happens again, if there is another delay of game penalty in the game, it is a technical, no matter who commits the delay of game. So if there is another situation where the ball gets thrown away by Merrillville in this one, they call it as Bill Meyer hits a big 3. Yeah, it is a technical for Merrillville, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's kind of a rough call. A guy dunking the ball, he comes out of the net, it hits him in the foot, and they're going to it's kind of a nonsense. You don't have any control of how the ball comes out of the net.
We have a reach-in foul here against the Pirates.
And that's how Crown Point's was on the dunk.
Well, that way, and that one kind of got thrown away from the official, and unfortunately for that one, after the dunk, that one was called for a delay of game, so that became a technical, which turned into a whole set of circumstances. But I'm sure Merrillville will clean things up here, and they won't worry about delay of game the rest of the game here. Usually doesn't become a factor. It's pretty rare for that to be a factor in the game. This one poked away. Going up again. Jones with a one-handed stuff this time.
Yeah, to pass back at 10-second line, he just intercepted it, knocked it away, and then tracked it down and threw down the dunk.
Well, he's got a two-handed, and he's got a one-handed. I don't think you can do it no-handed.
That'd be tough.
Miller. Zach Miller says, I think you can do it. He could do it. No-handed. Foul here again against the Merrillville Pirates.
Well, they're not going to give him the basket there. He was driving hard to the basket.
So they're saying foul on the floor. Hardiman called for his second foul, and that is 5 fouls in the quarter.
Oh, okay. That's why he's shooting still.
Yep, that is 5 fouls in the quarter against the Pirates. So Green goes back to the line. Knocks the first one down here.
That's pretty smooth there.
First point of the second quarter for Green, who's averaging, coming into today in conference play, about 18 points a game. Knocks that one down. Senior that's kind of really taken the team on his back here this year. 25 points in his last game against Chesterton.
Yeah, Lake Central picking up right at the 10-second line. Tough defense.
Well, a whistle here and a timeout taken by Coach Patton. That is already 3 timeouts taken in this first half. That leaves him with 2 in the whole second half. So we will, I believe there's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. We do have, as we mentioned, we got some awards we are going to hand out at the end of this one. We already mentioned the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. We got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. Along with the Ironworkers 395 Play of the game. So stay with us for that one. To find out how you can become a union iron worker, visit ironworkers395.com.
Yeah, I think that timeout was just under 2 minutes. We're down by 10. We don't really want a 5-second call and turn the ball over. We want to at least get a shot up here, down by 10. I don't think he's worried about 2 timeouts left to go with 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Lake Central picking up the man-to-man defense right at the half-court line.
Enyart trying to swing this one out. It is off of Enyart, and Enyart saying, no, that wasn't off of me. That was off of Jones, but Merrillville gets to keep the possession here. 1:40 to go here in the opening half.
Yeah, Lake Central really overplaying the passing lanes.
Coach Sexton directing where he wanted Spencer Gale to stand on that one. Make it difficult to pass near that timeline there. Hardiman dribbling, swings it out, middle of the floor, putting it right up, rattles around, and does fall down for Jones.
Yeah, that was good dribble penetration. Got the double team, kicked it to the man that was open. Jones really rolling to the basket nicely.
Enyart rolling to the basket. I think he was trying to figure out, I think he was surprised to see how wide open he was at that point when he was down there. He's like, wait, there's no one on me. So he goes up. They are not going to count the basket for a goaltending potentially.
Yeah, I don't think he got the ball up quick enough for the ball to be hit above the rim.
But it was definitely swatted out. So he got swatted on the hand. The foul is going to be against Cunningham. And Enyart knocks down that one. And regardless of whether it was a shooting foul or on the floor, Merrillville now has 6 fouls in this quarter. They've got like 20 fouls in this first half combined between both schools.
That's what happens when you have a lot of dribble penetration and help defense. That's just a half a step too late.
Enyart doing really well from the line. He's hit 5 in a row. This one's swatted away by Salvador, giving it to Gale. All of a sudden, 3 defenders in front of him. Keeps his dribble.
Yeah, Hardiman, great dribble penetration. Just came up.
Millmeyer for 3. It's offline.
Came up short. That's
this one on the ground, fighting for it. Gale comes up with it. Tried to throw it over his head. Swatted away. And this one laid in for Brown. His first points of the game.
Yeah, that's just a 50-50 ball. Both teams on the ground trying to get it. Comes up loose. Merrillville with an easy layup.
So it's an 8-point game down to 30 seconds here in the half. Salvador.
Yeah, Lake Central just going to run this outside here and try to get one shot.
Merrillville trying to be aggressive, overplaying just a little bit, so trying to get some of those steals. And they have gotten a few of those turnovers. It's worked out to their favor a few times.
Lake Central looking to get it in the post.
And Enyart's got to get out of that lane as Gale puts up the 3 at the buzzer. Well, that's what Coach Patton was saying something to the official, because one of the Lake Central offensive players was living in the lane for a good while, and then that opened the door for Gale to be able to shoot that 3 right at the buzzer. So it's a 36-25 score, Lake Central on top. We will step aside for the halftime. You are watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Ennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Ennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit Ennigenberg.com for more information, or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Ennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, on behalf of Greg Rigstra and myself, thank you so much for the hospitality and efforts of your staff and everybody involved on what we thought was another successful pairing show for the girls' basketball tournament.
I thought it was a great show, Coach, and I took the talent level down a little bit in the beginning of that show, but it was picked up from there. And, I tell you what people don't understand. I just saw some numbers this morning, and we had 6,500 unique viewers watch that show this past weekend. And, the watch parties throughout the state with their teams, and it's incredible that there's that much interest in these draw shows and how each team is going to fare with the drawing and their tournament moving forward.
I think that the pairing shows are have become over the years, and especially now, an integral part of the tournament. You can't separate the tournament out. You can't just focus on sectionals or what have you, or pairings. It's all together. The entire thing together makes it a unique experience, unlike what other states do.
That's exactly right, Coach. And it does make, it's live. And, then 2 years ago we added in the aspect when we move towards the semi-state round of the tournament, we have that secondary draw show to where we draw those matchups here in the office on a Sunday. And so it just adds a little bit more to the entire production of walking these teams to a state championship.
Well, I think it's cool. I mean, the watch parties have started to take on a life of their own, and it's pretty neat to see young ladies and their teammates and their coaches and everybody involved get one of those bonding experiences. And you and I talk about it all the time on this particular show. These are lifetime memories. You and I can appreciate them, being where we are in our lives. These young ladies, we tell them they're going to be able to appreciate it, and at some point they will, thinking back to how much fun they had in that year, that week, getting prepared for the sectional, your watch party, other things you're going to do with your team, and you'll remember those for the rest of your life.
No, you will. And there's just so many more things. The regular season is kind of what it is. I mean, there's certainly things that teams do to prepare and everything else. But then as you walk into the tournament time, it's just a little extra special when it comes to preparation. It comes, communities become more and more involved. You have more team dinners, and one of my favorite things was always to bring a coach in or a former player in that could talk about what they were about to go through and the memories they were going to create as we prepared for tournaments.
We've already started our winter season. Saturday, you have wrestling. The boys' wrestling gets started on Saturday. Girls' basketball, obviously, next Tuesday for the sectional. Swimming and diving next Thursday. This starts the heavy competitive season throughout the winter coming up soon.
It does. And, staff is in there. We had a meeting this morning in the office and looking over some final tournament preparations. And, Assistant Commissioner Falcons runs our wrestling tournament, and Carrie Rosati runs our swimming tournament, and Jane Schott, newest assistant commissioner, runs our girls basketball, and they are well underway to operate their tournament. And what people don't think about, we just don't show up and turn the lights on and go play a game. I mean, they've been working hard on the matchups and the signing officials and the logistics around all those things. It's a total team effort here to be able to put these tournaments on. I'm so proud of the work that our staff takes pride in, so it's a great experience for our student athletes.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Commissioner, thanks for your time. I look forward to our conversation next week.
Thanks, Coach, and always a pleasure to have our conversations on a weekly basis.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with Ron Brenner. Happy to have you with us. We're at halftime here at Lake Central. You can see on your scorebook there, Lake Central leading 36-25 at the moment. That window can close quickly or Lake Central can expand it. It just kind of depends on how things go here. One of the big things that we've seen is kind of, I wouldn't say it has disrupted the flow of the game necessarily, but a lot of fouls in this one early on.
Yeah, guys are just a half a step slow. It's the backdoor cuts. It's the guys cutting through the basket. And the help defense is just a hair too slow.
Leading the way for the Pirates scoring-wise has been Jones, and half of his points, he's got 8 total. Half of them are coming off of dunks using 3 hands total. So if you're counting up all the numbers, we're just giving you all the numbers we can possibly give you. 3 hands equals 2 dunks equals 4 points of his 8 total for the game. Hope you kept up with that.
Yeah, a couple breakaways.
And then Cunningham has knocked down a couple of triples to give them 6 points, and then a lot of ways to bucket here and there. But Merrillville really kind of spreading it out a little bit. Lake Central doing the exact same thing. Their scoring has spread out throughout the entire lineup as well, but they are led, and all leading scorers today are Zach Green with 9 so far here in this first half.
Yeah, Merrillville at first couldn't get their starters to score in that first quarter. They only had Jones had 2, but in the second quarter, they started picking up a little bit more. They scored 16 points. That's not a bad quarter. You know, Lake Central scored 21, though. Got some fast break points. It's all about the bursts. But Merrillville really needs to get Hardiman untracked here. He had a nice driving layup with just under a minute to go there. Didn't fall. If he sees one go in, he might get on track and start hitting some buckets.
One thing that could be a factor in the game, we'll see how it works out. Usually just something that people kind of look at in terms of a statistic to see how deep your bench is. But 13 of those 25 points for Merrillville coming off of the bench in this one here today. For Lake Central, only 6 bench points, but that's off of a couple of triples from Noah Sabador in this one. He is the third scorer for Lake Central. Enyart with 7, but a lot of the 4 of those coming by way of free throws. He's hit 5.
Yeah, Lake Central's bench has hit 3 threes, which opens up the whole lane for your big guys. You got 2 strong seniors that like to take it to the basket.
1 for 5 from the charity stripe for the Merrillville Pirates as well here in this first half. That could be, it's not a difference maker in this one, but if you make a couple of more of those, it's a little bit tighter of a ball game. Lake Central doing really well from the floor. 4 of 5 for Noah Enyart, and then 3 of 4 for Zach Green. So they're doing well from the charity stripe, as they typically do, I feel like. We've had some of the best hands in the business, just like Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. Merrillville with the first possession here of the second half, giving it right down underneath to Jones, who puts it up and in to start the second half. Give him 10 points on the night.
Yeah, they took it right down to the baseline, then switched it to the backdoor baseline for an easy layup.
Cuts it down to single digits here.
That's Merrillville. That's what they needed to start the half. That's a nice basket. And then almost a steal.
Ireland giving it up to Green. Green off the screen, puts it up. Can't get the and one to go, but he'll get fouled.
But that's what you like. Your senior going hard to the basket, making things happen. That's Lake Central's game now. They're physical. They're a little bit bigger. And it's not bully ball, but it's strong penetration ball.
So Kelvion Brown is called for the foul as Green knocks down that first free throw. And talking about the Merrillville Pirates, 3-14 on the year, currently a 10-game losing streak. They are trying to right the ship. No pun intended, as they are the Pirates. But 16-8 last year, one of the strongest seasons they've had in quite a while. You have to go back to 2007-2018 season when they were 18-8. So one of the better seasons they've had, and this year trying to get going through the growing pains a little bit, trying to get some experience and momentum going for next year as well. Yeah,
they're trying to figure out what they have here. So it's kind of a younger team too. They start only one senior. They start a freshman. They're going to have some growing pains.
Lake Central got off to one of the hottest starts that they've had in years and years. As Thompson spins around off of that screen. Hardiman now, who has been left scoreless in this one, gets called for the walk. That's one of the big differences in this one, I would say, for the Merrillville Pirates, is Hardiman has yet to score. He's their leading scorer.
Yeah,
last stats we saw, he was averaging just shy of 20 points a game.
Yeah, he's just having a hard time getting untracked here. And then a travel call, which he didn't appreciate. He might have been able to do that some games. Today, no.
Ireland driving, had it smacked back to his face. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been called for a travel that you appreciated?
Probably not appreciated. Some that I thought were a travel, though, I'll give the official a call. But every player, it wasn't so much in my day where, like, as soon as the ball went out of bounds, every guy in your team pointed your direction, even when you knew it wasn't yours.
Right.
That today, it's all the and ones and the pointing. That's
so Ireland to the line here. His first one is up and good.
Yeah, got a little lift on that free throw. I like it a lot. These guys are Lake Central's. They're right on target every time. You're never going to make every free throw, even though they call it free. It's not free.
There we go with the second one as well. Just continuing, it's a really good night for Lake Central from the charity stripe. How many times in the game does it kind of come down to a couple of points where you look at it and you're like, oh, if we had just made a couple of free throws, would have been a difference here. Lake Central making sure that doesn't become a factor for them later in the game. Driving here, steps on the baseline, and steps out of bounds for Hardiman.
Yeah, Hardiman was good driving, though. Might have got bumped a little bit. They're not going to call that, but just forced him to the baseline a little bit further than he wanted to go.
And we talk about programs that have the patience. You and I saw Crown Point and Chesterton play, two programs that definitely are patient and will make for their setups and move the ball around like Zach Green does there.
Yeah, good ball movement. Three guys right there at the three-point line. I'll get it. Zach Green right to the free throw line. Nice mid-range jumper.
A little bit of slip and slide here as this one off the mark on the three-point shot for Jones. Here comes Kroenke in transition. Gets fouled. Almost had that one fall. But he gets taken down in transition. So he'll go to the line.
Good defensive rebound. Outlet pass right to your guard. Takes it all the way to the basket.
Cunningham looking to check in here as Hardiman is called for his third foul. So that's Hardiman and Williams that both have 3 fouls in this one. And Kroenke hits the front end of the iron for the first free throw attempt. This one knocked down for Kroenke, so he's got 3 points.
Yeah, he gets a little bit more air underneath that one, gets it to fall into the inside of the rim instead of just short.
Lead continuing to grow for Lake Central, though. Merrillville really needing a good possession here that comes away with some points. And this one's stolen away as Green will take it after the steal from Kroenke to Enyard, who puts it up and in. Talk about good ball movement. That is good passing. The ball beats you down the floor on passes than it does by running. And we'll have a timeout taken by, I believe, Coach Patton. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Dad, that leaves Coach Patton with one timeout the rest of the half. There's still 5:27 left to go in the third quarter. Oh, they said full timeout. So we'll take a step aside. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. So Merrillville on that timeout. Fourth timeout of the game. So they're down to one left here in the half. 5:10 left to go here in the third quarter. McAllister now to Cunningham for three. He's been hot from beyond the arc. Misses that one. I believe he's 2 of 4 now on three-point attempts. Just trying to serve with memory here, and usually that always fails me.
Yeah, it's hard to follow up on that. Lake Central really cutting hard to the basket. There's another one. Right all the way to the hoop, just missed it.
Putting an emphasis on that to try to get some of those calls, and we'll have a whistle as this will go the other way here. No foul call on that one. I think Noah Enyard thought, I'm going to get some contact on this drive here. There's no way there's not a foul, but did it really throw him off balance for trying to make the score is where the officials are going to look. Did it really throw off the momentum of the play? Or was he straight up?
Yeah, or was he off balance when he went up?
And I think that is one thing when it comes to fundamentals that a lot of kids, because they're already expecting the contact, they already start to go up as if they've already been hit. I'm not saying that's what Enyard did, but a lot of times that's what we'll see here. This is contact here to be a blocking foul.
Yeah, Gale takes it all the way to the basket. The and one where the defense slid over just a little bit when he was in the air. That's why he's not going to get that offensive charge.
So McAllister gets the bucket. And the foul going to be on Ireland. That'll be his third of the game. So McAllister trying to complete the three-point play and does.
I think that was Gale.
No, they called it on 32. Oh. Yep, they called it on Ireland here. We'll have another foul. Going the other way. They do have it up on the board up there. And this one will be called on Murphy. So that's the fourth foul for Merrillville here in the quarter already with 4:14 to go in the third. Spencer Gale now with it here. Salvador is checked in as well for Lake Central. Enyard back to Green. Strong passes for Lake Central. That's one thing you can't. Salvador pulls up for three and comes up just a bit short. I tell you what, he can shoot from beyond the arc.
Good ball movement. Got him a good look. He just didn't hit it.
It doesn't stop him, though. He will continue to shoot from beyond the arc. Here's another shot from beyond the arc. Hits the back iron. No good. Rebound comes down to Cunningham. McAllister kicks this one out. Back to the wing for three. Hits the front iron. Murphy no good on the three attempt. Gale comes back down in transition for Lake Central. 15-point game. 3:27 to go here in the third.
Yeah, Murphy just a little bit deep on that three. Just couldn't come up with it.
Enyard He's never been afraid of contact. He goes up, and he gets the and one call.
Yeah, that's just strong to the basket.
You have to watch Enyart play in his middle school days. He was never afraid to be aggressive and try to go in for those steals and jump for those loose balls.
Yeah, that's what it's got to be nice for you to see these kids as 7th graders and then see them as they grow up and mature. And this kid's a lot stronger. This kid's a lot better. This kid can do this now that he couldn't do this in 7th grade. It's not only the kids that you had, the kids you coached against. It's good to see these kids as they get older.
Definitely saw a lot of these Merrillville kids when they were at Pierce Middle School. Really tough opponents all those years that we had to play against them. They are tough every single year in that middle school conference, that's for sure. And Enyart knocks down that free throw. In fact, when it comes to the 7th grade tournament, I can't speak to the 8th grade tournament. I believe the 7th grade tournament, Pierce Middle School winning the conference tournament championship. So the future is bright for Merrillville here. This will be a foul against Lake Central. This is something that both coaches are kind of fighting through this year, is having players that might be, on the younger side. A lot of juniors up and down these lineups. Only one starting senior for Merrillville. You only had one starting senior. You had 2 starting seniors for Lake Central, but a lot of juniors up and down the lineup here. It's another foul, as I believe Connor was called.
A little block. He saw him dribbling to the baseline. He just couldn't get there before he got there.
So Connor called for his 3rd. Pulling up for 3 is Hardiman, trying to get into the scoring column, has yet to do so. A lot of contact here, but both guys jumping for it.
Yeah, Hardiman just trying to get untracked. I think if he sees one go in, though, like I said, he might get on a roll.
Well, we talk about that. Sometimes that happens at the free throw line. You finally see that ball go through the cylinder. Scale able to keep that from being a backcourt violation, although it may have been tipped. Matched up against McAllister, going up, can't get it to go, just short on the layup attempt. Here comes McAllister. He's trying to go coast to coast, kicks it out. Cunningham for 3, got it. That is his 3rd triple of the evening. So that's 9 points on the night for Cunningham.
Good dribble penetration, kick out. That's the NBA game now too. That's what people want to see. If you can get enough penetration and get everybody to sag in, it's a good look at the 3.
And Green taking it all the way.
Yeah, that just too strong.
He's in double-figure scoring today.
And he might be one of the reasons why Hardman can't get going.
Josiah Jones with the bucket there. He's the leading scorer for Merrillville in this one. 12 points. Connor trying to get it to Enyart. Cunningham all over him defensively, but Enyart able to get it. Gives it to Gale, bring it back to the top of the key, lost it off his foot. Then meets the strong defense of Merrillville, who's trying to take it away. We'll have a tie-up. I cannot see the possession arrow. I believe it favors Lake Central. Yep. So, possession arrow will go to Lake Central. I think that's the first tie-up we've had of the evening.
Yeah. But he stayed with it. He lost it off his foot, stayed with it. Both teams really, really hustling. It's not like anyone's given up here.
Kellyanne Brown comes into the game. Was in that starting lineup for Merrillville to start. Trying to Willie Mays pass it there. Able to get a hold of it. Here comes Green as they converge all around him. I think there were 4 Pirates total trying to block that shot from falling down, and they get the stop that they need. And now Brown trying to make something happen, and he gets bailed out.
Yeah, Einer
looked like he was. He was trying to get it. It looked like he was maybe going to get it to Cunningham, who may have been open for the 3 if he could have swung it around. But Brown decided to try to take it on his own. He tried to throw up the shot, and he got hit on the hand. Enyart called for his 2nd foul, and now Brown will go to the line for 2. Don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/Region Sports Nation, and the Instagram account for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers, presented by NECA IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County, a subsidiary of Powering America, consisting of craftsmen from the International Brotherhood of Electricians and their signatory contractors. Visit poweringindiana.org to find out more. 1 of 2 from the line for Brown.
Merrillville here with the full court press. Try to slow Lake Central down here for the last minute.
Lake Central able to beat. I can talk today. This one kicked out here, saved by Connor.
Yeah, they're just trying to hold this for one good shot here to end the quarter.
Do you ever think about trying to, I mean, obviously that can be a problem here as it's stolen away. That's one of the problems of waiting for that last shot potentially as Brown looks to kick this one out. Gives it up to Hardiman. Hardiman's still looking for something to go offensively. Cunningham, who hasn't been afraid, as Brown gets it in the post, goes up and in.
Yeah, that was good ball movement into the center for a nice, easy basket underneath.
Connor gives it to Gale. Now to Green across the timeline. Salvador open for three in the corner. You can't leave him alone because he'll do that. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. That's the third triple of the game for Noah Salvador. It is a 53-38 lead for Lake Central. You're watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information. Fill your virtual cart and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. We're into the final quarter here at Lake Central.
Yeah, that was a big three by Salvador there to end the quarter.
Well, I got him to play funky music here in the stadium. Strack and Van Til hometown scoreboard update for you over at Portage. A good one against the Crown Point Bulldogs. That is, I wouldn't say 100% for, but in essence, the Duneland Athletic Conference the title riding on the line over there. Both teams 4-0. As Cunningham pulls up for three and knocks it down. Cunningham, just like Salvador, can hit him from long range. That is his fourth triple of the night. Portage up 49-34 on the Crown Point Bulldogs. This one kicked back out here to Bill Meyer. Just getting this fourth quarter started. Kroenke pulling up for three. He wanted to join the three-point party. And
Gale on that last one, cutting to the basket. They got him, but he was just too far in the basket. At least he could kick it back out and save the possession.
So Gale picked up his first foul. That'll be the first foul for Lake Central of the quarter. I'm sorry, that is the second foul for Spencer Gale. I tell you what, though, I love that you're getting more experience in the broadcasting realm, and when the gym gets quiet, you get quiet too. You start to whisper on the broadcast. I love it. Tell you what, though, Zach Miller can attest to this. That was one of the difficulties of broadcasting through a pandemic, and there not being a lot of people in the gym. Whatever I said, everybody heard it.
There you go.
No matter what. I remember calling the game, and at one point, one of the coaches turned around. He's like, I know. The foul was on Bill Meyer, by the way. Second Lake Central foul of the quarter. Kroenke with the interception here. Oh, with the Euro step, laying it up, but can't get it to go. Green is there to finish in, and there's a foul. Green is such an impressive player for this Lake Central squad. What have you appreciated about Green's play so far that you've seen these last few games?
He's strong. He takes it to the basket. That's your senior leadership. And I think he's the reason why Hardiman is kind of struggling. He's guarding a freshman who just doesn't have the physical attributes. Green's going to be a really good player. He's got 3 more years to put on some weight, get some muscle. Green with another rebound.
Yeah, Green is a senior, so he's at the tail end of his career here as he's wrapping up his final month. But, I mean, the college level will eventually be something there for him. So, yeah, putting on more of that weight that you're talking about here is another foul.
Yeah, another offensive rebound. You know, Lake Central is just crashing the boards. They seem to be just a half a step. It could be the home field advantage, but could be these kids have played a little bit more together. They know what's going on. When guys are cutting.
So Enyart to the line. He knocks that one down. It's been really impressive tonight from the free throw line. I'll give his stat just afterwards. I don't want anyone to accuse me of the announcer's jinx. Now, the funny thing is he's aiming towards this basket. His dad just behind the basket to the left a little bit. He's eyeing him, making sure he's making these free throws. McAllister.
Yeah, really good help deep then by Einart there. Dribbler got by. His man was still down court coming up, so he helped with the defense, got back to his man.
Kicking it to the corner. Wilbon here. Now across the court on the skip pass. A lot of contact there against Kroenke, but able to get the points is McAllister. Way to stay with the play. A little bit of a bobble there that he was able to pick up. Put the body on Kroenke.
Lake Central with the tough defense. Got a hand on it, but McAllister stayed with the ball.
And your drives on that right side, but he's fouled before the shot goes up, so this will be another foul against the Pirates. And I believe it's going to be against Murphy here. That'll be his third. That's the third team foul as Caden Thompson comes back into the game for the Pirates. Trying to get this one into Green. Green goes up, and it's another and one opportunity as Thompson gets called for the foul.
Yeah, that was kind of like an old Munster play where you just lob it towards the rim. When you got a guy that has a vertical leap like Green has, he might have been able to just catch that and dunk it. The ball might have been just a hair too far from the rim for him to get there. So he catches it, comes down, goes right back up, and one.
This is his fourth opportunity for an and one. He's converted on 2 of the 4 now for those 3-point plays. Murphy gives it up. McAllister matched up against Enyart. Enyart getting to that spot. That's one of the things, if we were to have a telestrator here for you, that's one of the things that Enyart does well. If you watch the replay of that, when the ball handler is driving to the rim, he gets to that spot he knows he's eventually going to get to. He doesn't just follow him on that path. He jumps to that spot where he's going to end up, so that way it blocks the opportunity to continue the drive.
Yeah, and then he's got good hands. He stays active.
Long-range shot for the Pirates as it hits the
support bar.
The support bar, yeah. Trying to think of a fancy name for it. Support works. Forgot I didn't bring my thesaurus with me today. I don't even think I do own one now that I think about it. That's why I teach social studies. Green.
Nice pick there. Ireland just set a nice screen, got down right on the post.
Turns and tries to get the shot to go. But we saw the same thing. I was complimenting Noah Enyart. Jones did the exact same thing. He comes all around off that screen. He beats his man to that, beats the dribbler to that spot, cuts off that lane immediately. I mean, that's basketball 101, but a lot of times the reason why you get some of those foul calls is because you don't beat him to that spot. The person gets around you. You're late on the defense, so you tend to do something you're not supposed to do. So really good defensive play there by Jones. It unfortunately leads later on to now Ireland going to the line.
Yeah, they call it being on skates where the defensive guy isn't playing the defense. He's so worried about getting out to guard him that he runs right by him defensively, and then the offensive guy gets by him.
The foul was on Thompson again. That's already his third. Just picked that up pretty quickly here as Ireland knocks that one down.
Hey, Ireland, soft touch at the free throw line, gets 2 to roll in.
And he is 6 of 6 from the line tonight. I believe he had a really good night from the line the other night as well. So poked away. This will be a foul on Enyart. Still 5:11 to go here. That's the third team foul for Lake Central. Lake Central in the bonus because of the 5 fouls for Merrillville. 5:06 to go. This one here with Jones. Jones with a couple of dunks in this one to benefit his team early on that first half. Now with the little baby hook. Love that right-hand hook there from Jones.
Yeah, he got good position, kept his man on his back, and then just a little baby hook.
This one kicked to Bill Meyer in the corner, just in front of the rim there. McAllister matched up against Green. Green gives him the room, and we got a lot of contact. Bodies down, but McAllister coming up. So Lake Central call for their 4th foul. And the foul is against Noah Enyart, so that's his 4th foul, so a little bit of foul trouble. McAllister back to the line.
I don't see anybody trying to check in yet, so.
Well, at some point you're probably looking, and McAllister knocks that one down. 2 for 2 here in this half from the charity stripe. 2 of 4 on the night. He's got 8 points, looking for his 9th right here. And he knocks it down. See, there's no such thing as an announcer's jinx. Take that, Zach Miller. Green steps aside and says, I'm going to score this with the left hand.
Yeah, inbound right to him, took it all the way. He had beat the defense on the man-to-man press, and next thing you know, it's a 3-on-2, and he just kept it and took it all the way hard to the basket.
He's got 22 points in this one tonight. He's following up a game where he had 25 against Chesterton. Kroenke gives up to Bill Meyer. He got tipped in the air. Jump stop, gives to Green. He gets fouled on that way up.
Yeah, nice pass by Bill Meyer. He had an ISO shot. Defense came over. Let's drop it off for an easy 2. Got fouled instead.
Yeah, we've seen some of the best hands in the business here, including those dunks and some blocks here occasionally. And those are just like the Bricklayers Local 4 Indiana, Kentucky. Join Bricklayers Local 4 Indiana, Kentucky and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. Green knocks down that first free throw. Under 4 minutes to play here. Knocking it down. Lake Central still on the season. Still has a tough road ahead of them. I know they still have to play Crown Point. They've already played Valparaiso and Chesterton. They have to play Michigan City still, who was also 2-2 in conference play. We'll have a whistle here. And we're having a chat between the officials. I was looking down at my sheet. I didn't see what we're going to have a change here. It's going to be Merrillville ball.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it went off Hardeman, though. Looked like the baseline official did have a good call, but maybe the side official saw something else. We have the same view as the baseline official, so that's what we all looked at.
Kroenke found something that really didn't belong to him at the time. He goes up, can't get the layup to go, and he was flying into the student section bleachers there. Little jump step here for Jones.
Yeah, Kroenke, I think he was looking for the...
Jones again to find something that didn't belong to him. Enyart goes up. A lot of contact up top.
Yeah, in the last one, I think Kroenke was looking for the contact, and it just never came.
Well, we talked about a lot of times when these guys are driving to the basket, they are anticipating that contact before it even shows up, so they're already kind of off balance, trying to absorb it a little bit instead of just going up strong and then getting the contact later. So Enyart can't connect on that one.
Yeah, just come up a little bit short. He needs to just get a little more air in that ball.
He had hit 8 straight.
He's right on target.
That one. Foul, by the way, was on Hardeman. That's his 4th. And Enyart 0 for 2 from the charity stripe that time. Rare couple misses for him. So 83% free throw shooter on the season coming in here as Jones tries for the 3, hits the front iron. Enyart takes it, gives it up to Green. Green goes up with the left hand. And good.
Green just out hustling Merrillville right now. He's getting down court. He saw that Lake Central was going to get that rebound, and he broke out. Easy long pass.
Well, he's definitely looking for all Duneland athletics honors for sure at the very least.
Jump here going back to Lake Central.
So Lake Central gets the jump. That's only the second jump ball call that I can recall in this game. So if you're wondering the way they got the last one, and that's true, but then the possession arrow would have favored Merrillville going into this fourth quarter. So it turns it back to Lake Central. Green with the jump shot. Feels like a rare miss at this point, but
yeah, kind of short.
I think all three officials had that call.
Yeah. Yeah, Green just a little bit short on the release. Didn't follow through well. I think he was expecting some contact.
And that foul is going to be against
Einert, and he's going to have 5. He's out.
That's going to be against Einert. Yep, that's going to be his 5th, so he has fouled out of the game. So that is the 5th team foul. So we got free throws coming here for the Merrillville Pirates. Merrillville still has LaPorte and Michigan City for conference play left on their schedule. They've also got Culver Academy, always a tough opponent, along with Penn, another tough opponent. Then Merrillville also in Sectional 2. When we start getting to sectional play here, something to keep in mind here is that free throw is good for Jones. In Sectional 2, which has been a true gauntlet the last number of years, I mean, you got Portage, you got Chesterton, Valpo, Hobart, and Merrillville all right now. You've had Crown Point in there in the past. Merrillville kind of tends to flip back and forth between 1 and 2 on occasion. But Crown Point moving to Sectional 1 with Lake Central.
Yeah, the little relocations, it's good for the game.
I believe I'll have to double check, and I will do that while Cronky's trying to get something going with that ball here. I believe the Sectional 1 will be played right here at Lake Central. I'm going to confirm that. Green in the corner, pulls up from 3. He knocks it down. You know, one of the things that I appreciate, he's kind of an old-school player in the sense that he is not afraid to drive to the basket to pull up the jumper. He rarely takes those 3-ball shots. I think that's his only attempt as he pokes this one away. Give him the one-handed stuff to go along with it. $22 points alone in this second half. 22 points and a half.
Yeah, really anticipated that pass getting swung back across the top there. Merrillville just a little lazy.
He's got 31 on the game so far. We had a whoa. We got guys coming out onto the floor for Lake Central. Tristan Bly comes flying onto. I think he's so excited to go out onto the floor. He didn't check in. I mean, he was pumped to get out there.
Merrillville was trying to inbound the ball, and Bly's like, hey, they called my number. I'm coming in.
Well, this is a 6'4 senior trying to get out there on the floor. I don't believe this might be the first conference game this year he's been a part of, as Merrillville trying for the 3-ball, knocking that one down. Durant Hicks.
Yeah, he never really got to get unleashed here either. Lake Central just playing a really tough man-to-man defense.
Take that back. Second opportunity for Bly here in conference play. Got into the game against Portage. Kicking this one ahead. Up and laying it in. Really nice maneuver there for Larry Williams, one of the starters, getting his first points of the game. Bill Meyer feeds it to Bly. Back to Bill Meyer. Trying to make some spin moves happen. Gronke just outside the free throw line. Knocks that one down. He's got 5 in the game. Kicking this one out. Trying for the 3. Now trying to feed it back inside. Bly trying to steal. Jones comes up with it. He puts another two-handed jam down.
Yeah, loose ball just gets flicked around. Merrillville comes up with it. Back down in the post and an easy dunk. If this were in a Thursday night game, the crowd would be yelling for Bly to even just fire one up.
Trying to steal that one. Jones.
There it is.
Bly with the layup. And the fans get on their feet.
Another big slam.
Jones. As that will end it. 77-58, your final score. So Lake Central getting the win. They will improve to 3-2 in conference play, extend their winning streak here against the Merrillville Pirates. And by the way, for sectionals, Lake Central will host Sectional 1. Valparaiso will host Sectional 2. Michigan City will host Sectional 3. So we'll talk more about those a little bit later on as we get closer to the end of the season for the boys. But we got girls sectionals coming up. We got to get our awards in first here. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll get those awards on the other side of the break. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
And we welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner back here with Ron Brenner. Lake Central getting the victory here tonight. 77-58 over the Merrillville Pirates. A much-needed win for Lake Central, if you're on their side of things. Merrillville still looking for a win for the first time in a little while on an 11-game losing streak, unfortunately, but looking to right that ship when they get back onto the court here in just a few days. For Lake Central, though, they improved 3-2 in conference play. 4-game winning streak for them right now. We know that both teams kind of dealing with inexperience issues from time to time, but sometimes those start to turn around later in the season, and this is the time where you want to be playing your best basketball. We talked about that in the Open, Dan.
Yeah, Merrillville, they scored 20 points in that fourth quarter, so that's not a bad quarter. They were just already down so many, it was hard to, but they moved the ball well, they cut to the basket. Hardeman didn't score. That's a factor, but I think Lake Central, you had Green, the senior, kind of bullying him a little bit, showing him that, hey, you're still just a young kid. Mm-hmm. This is a seniors game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our award winners here tonight. We have our Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowd Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court.
Yeah, we had Zach Green going with 31 points, had a really nice game, in and out, could penetrate. He's just a strong kid. He's dominant.
22 points in that second half alone, a three-point basket, a one-handed or was it one-handed or two-handed? I forget. It was a dunk no matter what. But, having a really good night displaying his talents there for Lake Central here at home. Our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374.
Yeah, Jones played a real good game both halves. He was really consistent. He can leap. He can jump out of the gym. He ended up with 20. He played a really good game. He plays some defense. It's an all-around good game. It's something for Merrillville to work around. Like I said, Hardeman didn't score. Jones kept them somewhat in the game. They just couldn't find the little run that they needed.
So Josiah Jones, your Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game. Let's go with our Iron Workers Local 395 play of the game. To find out how you can become a union iron worker, visit ironworkers395.com.
I know how you're a big favorite of the dunks, and that's what we got to go with. Green with the dunk at 1:49 to go back in the game, put Lake Central up 24, pretty much sealed the deal.
So closing the door for Lake Central to eventually go on to get this victory here in conference play. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez, our operations manager Rich Castillo, our coordinating producer and our on-site producer today, Zach Miller, along with our sports director, Mike DeWan. Our camera operator was Clint Klaus today. Clint doing a great job as always. Your broadcast crew tonight, myself, Michael Brenner, along with my dad, Ron Bradner. Also, Dad, happy early birthday tomorrow to you.
Thank you.
I think you turned, certainly not old enough really for retirement, but you retired anyway, but
63. We're not afraid to admit it.
All right. And a big thanks to coaches Bo Patton and Ryan Sexton for getting us everything we needed for today's game, along with the athletic directors Amy Beckham and Chris Enyart for giving us everything we've needed. And, of course, you, the viewers on Facebook, YouTube, IHSAA TV, and wherever else you're streaming this game from, thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.